Hi, and welcome to another episode of Bhangra Beat. This week we'll be looking at an alternative side of Asian music. I'll be chatting to rapper Apache Indian, who's bridged the gap between blacks and Asians by topping both the Bhangra and the reggae charts. And Moey here will be rocking in the studio to the sounds of pop band Royce.
Whilst I'm out in the freezing rainforest talking to newcomers Sabras, Monica's going to be chatting to Naseeb, the first northern-based Bhangra band. Plus we've got videos of Bali and Apna Sangeet, so let's get on with the show.
Well, this one dedicated to all the Indian Ragamuffin posse. I said I love the Ragamuffin style, but said them can't understand the lyrics. So all the Bradford, Birmingham and South all massive on the tongue good. The guy knows that the wild Indian come to tear down the neighbor. I know so they call the wild Indian over India come to make a movie. So with a brand new style, come to shake down the whole country. Oh Lord have mercy. They say me gon' go make a movie man over India. Then when me catch a Indian airliner, oh the place where me land that I'm a rich son. Bang say one who meet me, I know the Prime Minister. Bang say one who rush me baggage, now I fear father. Bang say one who kiss me, Gandhi daughter. Now me there in the country like a big movie star. Bang me jump on a taxi, them a car.
We went to press the record, and initially I just wanted one for myself, for my own turntable, just say look, that's me. And I went along to the pressing plant and they said you have to have a minimum of 500 records. And I said, well, forget it. And I said, this is not happening. I mean, then they said to me, well, you have to have a label. What's your label? And I said, well, I don't know this. And then I said, well, I have to make up a name for my label. And I was working on a sound called Sunset, which is the name of my discotheque. And I said, well, put it on the Sunset label. And so I had 500 records pressed up on the Sunset label. And all of a sudden I've got 500 records sitting on my house, and so well, what's happening? What am I going to do with all this? We had made a commercial put on the local radio station down there, and about a week later we took the records in a record shop, and he said, well, where have you been? I could have sold like thousands of these records by now. And the 500 records that we had just went over like overnight. It was just amazing. After that, I mean, we just had thousands of records pressed up, and it was number one in Birmingham, where we come from, for about 8 weeks. It was just amazing.
You mentioned our approach is doing things from a Western angle and adding the Bhangra influence, and a lot of the Bhangra bands are doing it the other way around, which I don't know, I can't really see it being accepted, to be honest.
I think that you have to understand that a lot of people aren't used to the sound of Bhangra music just thrown at them. It has to be introduced subtly, and I think introducing it through a different kind of music like reggae or soul or funk or dance even, and people will find it more acceptable.
So do you foresee your music having more Asian influences now that you've introduced the subtlety of Asian music through the medium of reggae?
Well, what we're going to do, we're going to go in both extremes. We're going to do like the same kind of chatting I do, rapping, but just with the total Asian beat, Bhangra beat, and chatting with just reggae beat behind it, and mix it all up and everything. I think that's where people are going wrong. They're like frightened in doing different things, experimenting. I mean, our track could have been a flop. I mean, the reggae world could have said, well, this is not really reggae, we don't want this, and the Bhangra world could have said the same thing, but we liked it and we did it. And I think that's where people go out there just to be successful, just say, well, this is what's happening, this is what we're going to do. And like Diamond said, you've got to be sure on what you're doing, the originality, and just do it.
We're having a look at the alternative from Bhangra music. Now this band is not your typical Bhangra band, neither your Lap nor your Hira or your Apna Sangeet. In fact, they're more like your In Excesses. This is a band called Royce. We've brought them into the studio. We're going to have a look at one of their videos and a number called Hold On To Your Dreams. So let's have a look at them now.
Give it all you got, you make clean. Oh yeah. So cool who we were when we were together.
You was talking about gigs. Being an Asian band, do you have any problems getting gigs?
Yeah, we do have problems. We keep getting nobbies coming up to us and saying, why don't you do Bhangra, you know? I mean, if everybody does Bhangra, it's kind of boring, isn't it? You know, so, I mean...
Telling me?
What's wrong with us doing Western music? I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's quite boring, everybody just doing Bhangra. We're sick of just people coming up to us and saying, why don't you do Bhangra, you know? So...
Hold on to your dreams, you got what it takes. Hold on to your dreams and don't let go now. Hold on to your dreams and let the whole world know.
Well, yeah, the other thing is, we feel we have a talent in Western music, both songwriting and performing. And, basically that's what it is, really.
So you write your own material?
Yeah, we do. I mean, all the material we do is original. We don't do any covers. We feel that if we are to succeed in the music business, we feel that we have to have original material.
We can sing it forever, and you let it go now. Can't be hanging no strings now. It's kind of bringing me down, 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 down. Got my feet off the ground now. I gotta say to myself, boy, you gotta hold on to your dreams, 'cause you got it made. Hold on to your dreams, you got what it takes.
What do you call some good-looking guys from Bradford with a modern Bhangra sound? The answer? Naseeb.
कुंवारी मेरे वाले एक मेरी रानी, तेरे तो मार देवा अपनी जवानी। कुंवारी मेरे वाले एक मेरी रानी, तेरे तो मार देवा अपनी जवानी। मेरे दिल में तू इंज तड़पा, मेरे दिल में तू इंज तड़पा, कि प्यार विच सड़दा रवा, कि प्यार विच सड़दा रवा।
We recently did a nightclub show in Birmingham, daytime Bhangra, and there was this bloke there watching us, and from the blue he came, approached us, and he said he wants to take us to Denmark, and so why not? What an opportunity, yeah?
Is it your first tour abroad?
So yes.
मैं तेरा तू है मेरी सच्ची वो सोनी, ऐने ना तू दूर जहाँ मैं तू मन मोड़ी। मैं तेरा तू है मेरी सच्ची वो सोनी, ऐने ना तू दूर जहाँ मैं तू मन मोड़ी। हुड़ अखनाली अखन मला, हुड़ अखनाली अखन मला, ते प्यार तेनू करदा रवा।
I think because we're all young, we've got that sort of like young feeling, so why not get it more westernised and sort of like face the music to the youngsters here. There's a lot of music for the olders, let's get something out for the youngsters as well.
Yeah, well, I hope it's not going to be as chilly next time. It's quite chilly for the time of year, isn't it?
Sure. We'll get you warmed up, yeah?
Well, like Bhangra Beat, Tan magazine has its finger firmly on the pulse with what's happening to young Asians in Britain today. We decided, quite literally, to drop in on them at their offices in Birmingham.
Oi! Get off my roof!
Yeah, I started the magazine. When was it? The first issue came out in sort of like October of last year. But we started the work a long time before that. It takes about 2 years to set it up. We did a lot of surveys and research to find out what people were after, and we made a dummy magazine to find out, you know, if people like the sort of thing we were going to produce, and got a positive response. We also won a Daily Express Midland Bank competition on that dummy magazine and on the whole idea. And after that, you know, we managed to get the funding together and produced our first issue in October.
Right, so you've got quite a strong team around you.
Yeah, I advertise for people to come and join us, and this is like the pick of the bunch, sadly. And you've got Ashley over here, who's the advertising manager, brings in the advertising for us. Sam does a bit of PR. Russ is our photographer. He's also worked on magazines like, was it Elle and you've worked on, and
Mary Claire, hello. Try and get Vogue now. That's me all time.
You know, you've got Michael there as the editor. He's worked on various radio stations and other sort of magazines and newspapers around the country. Got Gertie over there, gives us a hand whenever he's not studying. So we get, it's good because we've got quite a good team spirit. There's a few other people. There's Samina, she's not here. Cornelia, she's not here either. So it's not all as male dominated as it looks. But the nice thing is that we all work well together.
Yeah, and you all work very hard as well. I noticed earlier on that you even had a bed in the office.
Yeah, we used to do all-night stints when we started out, and we just kip on the floor. And a friend of mine donated the mattress, which has sort of gone on top of a lot of the unsold magazines. And when we're staying there late at night, you can often find one of us on there, just one, sleeping away.
Certainly seems to have proved itself successful. Hopefully there won't be many unsold magazines in the future.
Fingers crossed. It's up to people to go out there and try it, really, and if they don't like it, they ought to tell us what they don't like about it, because we're not here on an ego trip, just want it to do well and want to get a voice for second generation Asians in Britain.
ਅੱਜ ਮੇਲਾ ਹੈ ਵਿਸਾਖੀ ਵਾਲਾ ਯਾਰਾ ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਢੋਲ ਵੱਜਦੇ ਅੱਜ ਮੇਲਾ ਹੈ ਵਿਸਾਖੀ ਵਾਲਾ ਯਾਰਾ ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਢੋਲ ਵੱਜਦੇ ਹਾਏ ਅੱਜ ਮੇਲਾ ਹੈ ਅੱਜ ਮੇਲਾ ਹੈ ਵਿਸਾਖੀ ਵਾਲਾ ਯਾਰਾ ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਢੋਲ ਵੱਜਦੇ ਵਿਆਹੀਆਂ ਮੇਲੇ ਜਾਵਣ ਲੈ ਸਿਰ ਤੇ ਫੁਲਕਾਰੀ ਕਰਨ ਮਖੌਲਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਪਾਵਣ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਵਾਰੋ ਵਾਰੀ ਉਹ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਮੋਢੇ ਖੁੰਡੇ ਰੱਖੇ ਪੱਕਾਂ ਸਿਰ ਨਸਵਾਰੀ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਮੁੱਛਾਂ ਤੇੜ ਚਾਦਰੇ ਮੇਲੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਰਦਾਰ ਮਾਰੀ ਜਾਣ ਵਾਰੋ ਪਰ ਲਲਕਾਰਾ ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਢੋਲ ਵੱਜਦੇ ਅੱਜ ਮੇਲਾ ਹੈ ਵਿਸਾਖੀ ਵਾਲਾ ਯਾਰਾ ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਢੋਲ ਵੱਜਦੇ ਅੱਜ ਮੇਲਾ ਹੈ ਵਿਸਾਖੀ ਵਾਲਾ ਯਾਰਾ ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਢੋਲ ਵੱਜਦੇ